Good morning student. This is my third video of this chapter. Let's recapture what we learned till now. Till now we learned resources, relationship between human and resources, types of resources, resource development, resource planning and resource conservation. Student, you look all this topic carefully. This is very general. Okay, we just we study about the what is resources, and it's a very general topic, a very common topic. Now today we are going to start from the land as a resources. What we study about the resources, that resources which satisfy our need. These resources we are going to take a case study as a land as a resources. Now land as a resources, this topic I split into 4 parts. The first one is importance of land. Okay, let's we see the importance of land. Land is a place where we live on. Okay, you talk about plant, you talk about animal. Without land we cannot live anywhere, right? So this is a resource where we live on. This is a resource where we all the economic activities we perform here. Means to make a profit, to gain a profit, we perform economic activities. For example, farming, right? For example, transportation. All these are economic activities which we do on the land. Third one, the land is resource as a land. It is a resource which support the vegetation and wildlife. Vegetation basically talking about the plant kingdom, forest area, as well as it support the wild animal. Okay, so now not only supporting the wildlife and vegetation, the land also support for the transportation and communication, which I already said in an earlier point. Okay, the last point is the land is a asset. Asset means in Hindi punji. Okay, how it is punji? Because if we have a land, we can do so many economic activities on this land, and when we do economic activities, obviously we make a profit, we develop ourselves, we develop our country. Okay, so that's why the land is asset for us, because in this land we do so much of economic activities. Okay, now next is land utilization. Utilization means how do we use. Okay, in this diagram you may not very clear with, but it's in your NCERT textbook. This is there. Please see the that with the color below that written is their forest land and different category with the percentage. Please check it. Now the first one is how we use land is as a forest area. Okay, we know that the forest is very important, and very good amount of land is covered with the forest. Second is land not available for the cultivation, but we are using for something else. For example, construction work like road and constructing the road or constructing a building. Okay, this also we perform on the land. As well as some of our land is barren and wasteland. Barren means where we cannot produce crops. Wasteland is, waste means barbad, right? So this is the land which we cannot produce crops. Okay, second, where we cannot produce crop, but there we do a construction work. Okay, see, the third one is uncultivated land. Uncultivated land means here we cannot grow a crops, but here we are using for growing a grass for the domestic animal, grass for the grass eating animal. Okay, so that we will get milk and other product. So we are doing growing a grass. Now second one is growing a tree. Okay, not only we are using growing a crops, but also we are growing a trees. Okay, we may be not growing a crops, but tree which is useful for us. For example, like rubber tree, rubber plantation. Okay, the fourth one is fallow land. Fallow land is that land which is not suitable for grow the crops for long period. Once you grow a crops, then that you have to left that land for some time. You cannot continuously grow. Okay, we left them so that that land will regain the fertility. Okay, I split into 2 part, the land, current fallow land, which we left for maximum 1 year. Second, other land which we left them for maximum 5 years. Okay, so fallow land I divided into 2 part. We left it for maximum 1 year. Another is we left that land is for maximum 5 years. The last one is a net sown area. Net sown area is a land where we grow a crops for continuously for long period of time. Okay, here we are not left them for some time or some years. We are growing continuously crops, and this is a very good and fertile land. Okay, that is the last one, the net sown area. Now these are the diagram, as I said. Please look it in your textbook, see this diagram with the percentage. Okay, how in India we are using the land, how much percentage of land are using for which area. Okay, now next one is land use pattern in India. Pattern means tarika, right? How do we use land in India? That pattern is, the first one is, the land use is depend on the four factors. Okay, the use of land is depend on the four factors. The first one is physical factor. Physical factors means topography of land, okay, the landform, then climate, the weather, the rainfall, all this depends. If the land they are receiving a good amount of rainfall, if the topography is planned, then that land will be very much useful, right? We can use in a good way. And also land is depend on the number of population, how many populations are there, what are the population, that also matters to use the land. The third one is technology. If we have advanced technology, we will use the land in a more meaningful way. Okay, to grow a crop, to till a crops, we till the land, grow a crops, till the land, we need all the different technologies. So it also matter how we use the land, also depend on the technology. The last one is cultural and traditional. For example, you talk about the northeast part of India, they use a jhum cultivation, that is their traditional way of using their land, right? So it also depends their cultural and traditional pattern. Thus B, out of India's total area, that is India's total area is 3.28 million square kilometer, right? Out of that only 93% of land is available. The reason is, if you look at the northern part of India, we have how many, 7 countries are neighboring countries are there. So because of that neighboring countries, the boundary issues, we have only 93% of land is available is. Okay, the third one is pasture land. That permanent pasture land is decreasing day by day, and it is very serious matter. If the pasture land is decreasing because of population increasing, where and how do we are going to feed our animal, right? Because animal we need more grow, because of the number of people is growing, we need more animal product also. From where do the animal, they'll get the grass if the grassland is, the permanent pasture land is decreasing? It's a very serious matter. The next one is net zone areas are differ from place to place. For example, Punjab, Haryana, UP, 80% of their land is net zone area, means you can grow the crops for a long period of time without any breaking, without left the land for some time. But if you talk in the northeast part of India, only 10% is a net sown area, means you can grow crops continuously for many years. Okay, so it is differ, their differences is quite high, 80% to 10%. Now the last one is forest area is far lower than the desired 33%. As we know that how important it is the forest, this forest area is decreasing. Okay, so it is again very concerned that we should increase and maintain the forest area. The last one is land degradation and conservation. Okay, degradation means quality which is going down. Some region, the points are, because 95% of our basic needs comes from the land, whether you talk about food, cloth and shelter, it all comes from the land. Okay, so second is human activities like mining, because when you do mining, the land become degrade. Okay, because the land become loose, there so much of pollution and all. So state like Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh are facing this problem. And overgrazing, state like Gujarat and UP, they are facing overgrazing, means animal are eating the grass, overeating, right? They haven't eaten so much that the land become bad. It become the overgrazing cause the soil erosion. Okay, so the last one is irrigation. Irrigation means sinchai. For example, state like Punjab and Haryana, because they have a not net sown area is a 80%, so that 80% land is irrigating for so many years. Okay, over irrigation, which leads a land degradation. What are the solution? The solution are afforestation, control overgrazing and mining, proper management of grazing and wasteland. As we already seen, we have a good number of wasteland is there. If we can convert that wasteland into a some other productive land, then land gradation can be decreased. The last one is proper disposal of industrial waste. Look at this picture. These are the waste. Every year millions of tons are dumped in the land. Because of this industrial waste, our land are degrading day by day. Okay, here student, for you 3 questions I have given to you. Please student, you do it in your notebook. Be safe, stay at home. See you in next week with the next topic.